Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream. I'm Richard. I'm Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Joe at JWondrill on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Shaka on the MakeCode forum.
Yep. And Vivian's skipping today. I didn't really have a plan for what to work on. So Shannon, you weren't here when Joey and I made this game. So I'm going to open it up real quick, and I want you to tell me, should we keep working on this game or should we work on a new game? All right. I'm guessing you haven't seen this one.
Think so.
Let me
Is this the moving guy? Okay.
Oh no, I did see this one.
Yeah.
I was in stream for this one.
Oh yeah.
Or in chat, sorry. But.
Well, how much meat do you think this game has on its bones?
Oh, so what would you? This looks like isn't it done or?
Pretty much, but it's not fun.
Oh.
So the real game has enemies, I think, is the main differentiator. And maybe like a time pressure. Is that true? I have no idea.
I don't think it has a time pressure.
Score?
Maybe it does. There's score based off something. I don't remember what it is though. I think it's just literally like if you destroy the enemies and if you like get all of the things, you know?
Okay.
So that if you die part of the way through the level, you get less points. All right, well, no one seems super enthusiastic about it, so let's do a new game.
Wait, no, don't. Yeah, I want to see what this picture is, though. I think you should finish this.
Okay.
This will take a few minutes to finish up. So
it'll take but let me. Yeah, seen any good movies lately?
I don't know if you're doing this in the most efficient possible way, Richard.
It's kind of hard to control, okay?
You got to keep on guessing what it is.
I thought it was going to be letters, like the word,
okay.
like.
And now you're thinking it's Among Us.
Yes.
The only reason I'm doing this so quickly also is because I know what it is. So that's
I think that's an important thing to note.
Is that JR for Joey Richard! Exclamation point, right?
That's it. That's it. You got it.
Yeah. My favorite part of Richard's description there, though, was that he said, the only reason I'm doing this so quickly and it's taking...
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Wow, Joey.
I think this is more complicated compared to the ones that I saw in the game, at least.
Yes, the grid is much smaller on the actual game, and I think you move much slower as well.
I think it's more fun to move fast, though.
Instances.
Yeah, it also makes it harder.
Yeah, sure.
Got it.
Nice.
Now it should blink. I guess we never tested the blinking code.
Did we write the blinking code? I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, I wrote some code to make it like blink a few times and then start the next level. But yeah, anyway, it started the next level. I don't remember what this one is. Okay, so let's do something else because I don't know how many viewers we would like lose for every second I'm still playing this game.
Probably.
I think this one's a kitty cat.
ASMR.
I think this one's a kitty cat.
This would be a really satisfying game if there was a nice if you got a nice plink sound every time you placed one, I think.
But I like the idea of a game where you uncover a picture, as you play. I think that's like a solid concept. And I wonder if maybe let's come up with another game that uses that mechanic, but is fun.
Yeah. There was one in WarioWare that's kind of like this, where you're like wiping away, I think, clouds or something. And then the goal is to see like a hidden object in the picture within a time limit, and then find what the object is. So there will be like it'll say like broom or brush at the end, and you have to have found it in the picture to guess it correctly.
Oh, I see. So that's more like it's kind of like a hidden object thing.
Yeah. Time-based, important.
That's cool.
But that would be
maybe the junior one was just a really bad one to do, or maybe I'm getting better at this game.
Yeah. JR1 does have a lot of lines.
All right, so let me start a new project after I finish this cat. One line left.
Go.
Got it.
Nice.
Okay. And then the other pictures were we also had a dog, of course. And we had a self-portrait.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do a game where you're uncovering a picture somehow. And I want to do, like, I like that it's based off movement and that, like, tiles are, like, flipping over. So I'm trying to think of, like, what would be a fun, like, thing. So I guess the point of the game has to be that it's difficult to move around the grid. Right? Maybe we should do a Joey style game.
One other one that I think could fit is I always hate them in games, but like they're such a staple. The ones where you like flip a tile and then it flips the things next to it, or it flips some subset of the things next to it. So we could do a reveal like that, right? So like you're trying to show the whole picture, but you have to find the buttons or the tiles that flip it correctly.
Oh yeah, like a.
So it's like one button flips in a T, one button
Right.
flips in an angle and stuff like that. They always really frustrate me because like I find them out eventually, but it's like I don't enjoy finding them out. But
yeah, no, that's how I feel about those too. So I think maybe let's steer clear of that one. But I'm coming around on this cloud idea. I think I like the idea of what if we had a bunch of clouds that were on the screen, and then you control a fan, and when the fan blows, the clouds get pushed away, and so you're trying to corral them so that they're not all overlapping with each other.
Okay.
So you're trying to separate them out so you can see the shapes, and then at the end you need to identify the shape, a shape.
Yes.
In the game, it's like there's a statue, and then the statue's holding something, but you don't know where in the picture it's holding something. If that helps. So I think having like a couple different stock ones and then one thing that stands out helps, because then you kind of have an idea where to look once you find it.
I
What do
don't
you mean?
at all understand. Yeah, the mechanics of this, but I'm excited to find out.
It's like there's a statue that's all like brown or black or something, so it's nondescript, and then there's one part that stands out, which is the thing you're looking for, because this is a 5-second game. So it depends on how we want to make it. Like if we could make it so it's a longer period of time to look for it, but
Where do the clouds come in?
I don't remember what exactly is hiding. It might just be like dirt on a window too. It's like the thing that's hiding it isn't super important. So I forget what the actual gameplay of that getting rid of it is, but
so the idea is you just have to like erase very quick and then
yeah, just get rid of whatever's on top and hiding the thing and then see.
I see.
Okay, so my idea is we have a sky full of clouds, okay? And then we have a fan that you move around and it causes all of the clouds to go. And one of the clouds is shaped like an object, and you're trying to figure out what that object is before the timer goes off. And then we ask you what it was. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so by default, like without any movement, it's just going to blend into the sea of clouds, and you're just trying to separate them enough so that you can see all the weird shaped clouds and see like, oh, that one looks like an elephant.
Yeah. So like one of them would be like like a tuning fork, I guess is what this is. Okay. It's a slingshot.
Seagull diving.
Seagull diving. And so as you move around, they'll get blown out of the way. That might not work well at all, though.
I like it. It's just the only thing I can think of is how you distinguish the one you're looking for from all the other cloud-shaped clouds.
Yeah,
like
that's fair.
How do you know when you find it? Maybe it has like a slight blue color in it or something.
Well, I like the idea of blowing stuff around. So maybe we do like it's dirty ground or something, and we got little I guess I'm in a Ghibli mood this week. We got little suit puffs on the ground.
Okay.
The best character. Wait, yes, soot puffs. Okay.
Soot sprites.
Soot sprites. Yeah. Okay. When you said suit, I was thinking like little suit puffs, even though I knew what you were talking about, like puffs in a suit, and that freaked me out.
I will 100% believe that that's a regional thing, and that there's a reason I say it that way. But I don't know.
I believe it too. I mean, I don't think you're wrong. It's just
Are you shading this sprite?
No, I'm just doing a mixture of purple and black. And then I'm going to use the eraser and, oh, that was a mistake. Okay, so we'll just do it as black and then, like, you know, put this around on top. And I think the idea is going to be that we want this to, we're going to have like a bunch of these, and they're going to be obscuring some background image with like, I'm imagining the background image being like a bunch of not important stuff, you know, so like some trees. And then
useless
somewhere,
things that nobody cares about, like nature.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Nice,
and then
beautiful ocean.
And then somewhere on it, there's like one thing that's like of note, you know. And then we'll ask you a question of like, which one of these did you see in the picture? Yeah. Anyone have a guess what this is?
Chicken.
Groundhog?
It's a bear singing a song.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, Gideon says bird.
I can see bird.
And then Gideon says what?
Doing my best, guys. I'm doing my best in 5 seconds. Okay, so let's do that, I guess. So I'm going to write some code to move stuff around, and I need you guys to do the image that's going to be in the background with the thing that we're looking. So you want to have an image that's got a lot of stuff going on, and the image can be any genre or whatever that you like. Okay. But make one thing that kind of stands out from everything else, but doesn't take up a gigantic amount of space because you want to be searching for it, you know, that is notable, that we can then ask questions about if it was in the picture or not. Does that prompt make sense?
Yes. Wait. So we're drawing a full 160 by 120. We're not drawing a small thing that will get like randomly inserted into another image. Okay.
Okay. So first things first, we're going to go into here and we're going to create a bunch of these suit sprites. For each of them, we're also going to make sure that they stay in screen.
I have an idea, Richard.
Yeah, what's up?
Later, which is that they should also like hop back a little bit.
Oh, I like that. So we'll do this repeat 40 times, and we'll put them all in just random locations. So let's go ahead and do the set position too. We're going to go into math and get a random range. And it's going to be from 8 to 152. And then from 8 to 112. Let's see. That's not enough. Still looking pretty thin.
You could fill in the middles of them a little bit, like make it.
There we go. 1,000 seems like the right number.
Also works.
How many frames per second do you think I'm getting?
2.
Gaming PC for the win, 60 FPS. All right.
Oh, as soon as there is an overlap, it will die.
Well, I'm not going to put in any overlaps, Joey.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to make our player thing now. And the player is going to be, I don't know, some sort of like fan, I think. So we're going to make them a big ol' circle. Whoops, forgot this is from the center. There we go. For some reason, I immediately pictured this fan as yellow. what did you guys think when I said fan? I'm imagining, you know, like a box fan type thing.
I think I would usually go with the tan color personally, but I like the yellow.
I pictured like a little, you know, those little like fans with like a trigger.
Like a hand fan?
Yeah. Oh. And
Mm.
it was black plastic.
Okay. We should make this a little bit more. Like that. Now we're going to go into animations and we're going to animate this guy. And let's see how complicated I'm going to get with this animation. There we go. Oh, whoops! I edited the original. I did a Richard. Ugh. It's been so long since I've made that mistake.
Quarter? No.
Was never declared a quarter.
No, you're right. We don't do spontaneous quarters.
Well, we do that actually fairly often.
Yeah.
What? I don't think you should be allowed to declare a quarter and then penalize someone for it in the same.
Oh, you're a little late.
Usually it's only like with the consent of the person who's like, yeah, I guess that does feel like a quarter.
Oh, I'm getting into dangerous territory here. I don't think I need too many frames for this animation. Is the thing. Oh, man, how did I do a Richard again already?
Do you just need I guess like 3?
Something like that.
No.
And then I think I want to duplicate this. I think if I like flip it horizontally.
Shannon, I do have a question. Are you using the built-in backgrounds at all? Because I'm thinking that this is the perfect time to show off all the backgrounds that we never actually use.
I wasn't, but now that I'm looking at yours, I'm like, man, I should have done this.
There we go. There we go. We got a fan.
Oh, nice.
good,
Yeah,
right?
that looks awesome.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So we're going to animate the player like this. And let's see how our animation's doing with all these sprites. Doesn't seem to love it. All right. I'll go down to 200.
I think you can also fill in the middle of the sprite a little more, like
like the middle 5 pixels or something.
Just make it like a circle in the middle with a little sticky out. Yeah, and then give it 2 eyes. Yeah, look at that guy.
Look how cute it is.
Yeah, still not amazing coverage, but it's better. And my game, oh, I don't have loop on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that works. Aw, they're pretty cute. Okay, we're gonna do move the player with buttons. And what we want to do basically is have these guys be repelled by our fan. And so to do that, I'm going to add an extension, quarter opportunity /pxt /arcade Sprite Util singular. There we go. That was a close one. I almost made a mistake. I've never made a mistake before. Like I've never made before by, making it that.
I thought you were just making a really bold statement there. I've never made a mistake before in my life.
That's also true. Name 3 mistakes I've made, Joey. You can't.
Yeah, it's true. I'm looking at the I'm drawing a background. I almost want the little preview we have in the image editor or animation editor and the tile map editor and the image editor. It feels nice to have the little smaller preview.
Yeah, lots of people have requested that. I think it's a pretty good idea. All right. So we're moving around. We're going to use the Sprite Util thing now. And I think what we're going to do basically is, let's see, this is where the perf's going to get real bad. We're going to do an on-game update. And we'll do this periodically, I guess. No, we might as well see the perf bad. We're going to go and loop over all of our sprites. So all of our sprites of kind friend. All of our sprites of kind friend, because I can't call these guys enemies. They're too adorable.
Mm-hmm. They're just kind of annoying friends sometimes.
Yeah. And we're going to say if we're not even going to do an if. We're just going to go into Sprite Utils, and we're going to set the velocity. So let's go ahead and get the velocity right here. And we'll put in value. We're going to set it to be, we'll just do I guess 10 for now. That's an angle. Just do 10 for now. And for the angle, we're going to do the angle from the, look at him go.
Nice.
Angle from the player to our sprite.
Wow, that feels really nice.
Yeah, it looks cool, right? A little too easy though, because you can literally just stay in the center and you will reveal the entire image.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to make it a.
Is it going to be if sprite overlaps with fan?
So my plan was to basically figure out do it by the distance, make it smaller because by the distance, the velocity we set. So it'll be, let's see, what is it? The distance is greater, it should go slower. So it's going to be some speed divided by the distance. Right? So let's just do 100 divided by the distance and see where we're at. And if we still have,
they happen to hit the same spot.
Yeah, this is plus.
Yeah, that doesn't feel bad.
Yeah, maybe I feel like it would be better if they were a little faster and maybe they were just bouncing around and stuff. I wonder if maybe what we want to do is we want to change the velocity by a certain amount based off how close they are. And they have bounce on wall on, right, and stay in screen. So the idea would be they would bounce around a bit and just be kind of affected. So let's do a change by. Ooh. Oh, I know what to do. Ooh, I need to get the velocity. Do you have something for that, Joey?
To get the velocity?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, that's under the getter, right?
Mm.
Oh, you mean the angle of the velocity?
The magnitude, I guess.
Or oh well, if it's just the magnitude, then just abs the.
No, of VX
you want
VY.
of the VX VY.
Yeah, so I need to do math.
Guess we need to do math. Oh, I was thinking, do we possibly want friction so that they like eventually stop, calm down, so that they can hit the wall and we don't just have them infinitely going?
Yeah, maybe.
We don't use that much, so that'd be fun.
This is gonna be really complicated math. I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Because not only do we need to get the velocity, we also need to make it so that we oh, what is it? We want to make it so that we also have to get like the correct angle, and we have to like adjust the velocity at the angle. It's gonna be a lot of vector math, you know. Okay. So what would be really cool is that if these guys also repelled each other. But I don't think that that's a great idea. So what we're going to do instead is something that well, not Joey, the other person who's on this call, Shannon, came up with. But first, let's go ahead and get one of these backgrounds. We're going to start with Joey's.
It might work. I think before I've done it where they bump off each other just by having an overlap where it pushes the first sprite to the top left and the other sprite to the bottom right, because it should be consistent with the order in which they get resolved.
Ooh, nice one, Joey. That is quite the good GNOME.
I love it.
Yes. Oh my gosh. He's so cute. I love him.
For some reason, Google really thinks that I'm a nerd because when I searched GNOME, I had to clarify fairy tale gnome to get the right image.
Oh,
instead
you're
of
getting
like
the
GNU gnome.
Yeah. Well, because of GNU gnome, I still always say GNOME because it's so much more fun. All right. Next up, we have one from Shannon, and it is, oh, I love it. So wait, what's the thing you're supposed to notice in this? The red bucket?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I love the ocean, though. You did a really great job.
It's a really nice ocean.
Yeah. All right. And now we got a user submission from Gideon. Ooh, I like it. We got a cardinal hiding up there.
Now one more, but I haven't really put a thing to notice in it.
Okay.
Do you want it or?
Yeah, give it to me and I'll put something to notice in it.
Cool.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, like it. Very, what's the word? Pastoral. All right, now what would be something that goes in this environment?
Well, it doesn't have to go in the environment, right? Like, it's good to have some surprises. that are out of place.
It should though. And for some reason I'm not going to say what it is until Shannon figures out what I'm doing.
It's a turnip head? Scarecrow?
It's a turnip head, indeed.
Yeah.
This is from a book that Shannon and I both like quite a bit. It's Howl's Moving Castle. Now a major motion picture, but you should read the book.
Now a major motion picture?
I guess has been a major motion picture for a while now.
For 17 years.
17 years, really? That came
Yeah.
out in 2004?
Yeah.
Huh. Anyway, it's a scarecrow with a turnip for a head.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. So, this is feeling good, but it's a little too easy right now. So what I want to do is I want to make it a little bit snappier so that they move faster when you're pushing them. And I also want to do what Shannon suggested, which is making them go back to their starting position if you're far enough away. So to do that, we're going to add a little extension right now. And guys, I think you know what time it is. It's arcade.
Arcade. Sprite.
Data.
You didn't say it's time for.
Oh, I said, but okay, I'm sorry. I should have said it's time for. You're right. Could we edit that, Joey? Could you put that back in the Could you edit
just
the stream?
ADR it.
Yeah.
Gosh, ADR is one of those things that I would love to be in the room while someone's doing that. For those who don't know, ADR is when they're sometimes when they make movies, they'll show them to test audiences, right? And these people who are looking at this movie, they'll give feedback and be like, I couldn't really understand what was happening when this was happening, or I didn't think it was very funny, or could be scarier. And so what they'll do is usually it's with comedy. They will hire some writers to go in and write more dialogue that was not shot in the movie. And then they will have the actors record that dialogue, and then they'll just insert it whenever the character is off screen or something. So it's fun once you know that it exists to kind of try to notice it when you're watching movies. So if a character ever says something and they're not on screen, then think about, did the sound right? It might be because it was ADR'd. Okay, so we're going to go into sprites and we're going to set our home X and home Y. So I'm going to go right here, set this to be home X. Home Y. Sometimes also when those focus groups say they're confused in things, they'll just take the movie and completely change it, just change the cut of it or something, so that it barely resembles what it was before. It's an interesting business, the show business. All right, so we're going to make a variable, which is going to be distance from player. And we're going to set that distance right here. And this is just so that we don't calculate it twice, because this is kind of an expensive thing if you're doing it every frame 200 times. So we're going to get the distance between the player and this value. And we're going to go ahead and say that if that distance is beneath a certain threshold, then we're going to run this code. So what should our radius be? 60 pixels? It's probably too much.
40, 35? Yeah.
Yeah, that seems big.
30? Here, we'll be able to see it. So,
I mean, it's probably preferable if it's pretty small, to be honest.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay, so here's what it is, basically. You can see the circle that we made around us.
That looks really nice.
So we'll make this 20. All right, cool. Yeah, that looks good. And so what we're gonna do is when we get all these guys going, if they are outside
this
of this
great, Richard.
if they're outside of this radius, then we're gonna have them try to move back to their home X, home Y. So to do that, we're going to make another sprite real quick. And that sprite is, say it with me, the math sprite.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no way you guys could have known what I was about to say.
I was about to say temp sprite, but
Also, Lucas is in chat. Hi, Lucas.
Hi, Lucas.
And Gideon. Hi, Gideon. Richard, do you want to explain the game and the parameters of a background image in case anyone wants to draw a background image?
Yeah, so the game we're doing is, the idea is we have a background image and something is hidden in the image. But you've got all these little guys that are in the way, these little friends. And so what you're trying to do is you're trying to push them out of the way so that you can find what's hidden in the image. So in this case, it's this little scarecrow right here. Then at the end, we're going to prepare some choices for you, and you're going to have to say, did you see a scarecrow? And then we'll put something else and something else. And they have to choose the right one in order to win. So the reason we're making this math sprite is just so that we can get the angle, and we're going to set their velocity to be the angle from, and we want to set the math sprite's position. So let's get a set position block. We're going to set its position to be the sprite data as number. We want to get the home X and the home Y. And now that this is in the right position, we can just set the angle to be between the math sprite and our value. So we want to do from the value to the math sprite. And we want I think we want the speed to be fairly quick. So we'll make it like 100. All right. So now, all right, well, that didn't go right. Oh, I made the speed 1000.
that makes sense. So if we don't want the jitter, what we could do is just have it like if it's more than 5 pixels away.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's 0.
We probably want to do something like that. Yeah. So now we can go ahead and push them away, which is fun. But we need to make it so that they don't jitter all around when they are inside of here. So we're going to get the distance between the math sprite and the player. Not the player, the value. And we're going to say, if this is less than, sorry, if this is greater than 5, we got to put this position up here, and we'll set the velocity.
We still want
otherwise we want to set the velocity to be 0. All right, we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
I think this actually feels pretty good to me. Like they'll move out of the way enough if you stop still for a second so you can see behind them. I guess the fan blocks the way.
Yeah, I want to make it a little bit quicker. So we'll make it like 250.
A little bit quicker to move back?
That's move out of the way, right? Or
move out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
This is working.
This
Let's see what our
looks
FPS
really
is.
good.
Yeah, we're doing fine. We're doing fine on a computer. This is a nice computer, but yeah. All right, cool.
So they have some like small amount of movement on their own now. meandering.
I do kind of like that idea. Let's finish the code first, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really satisfying to watch them just kind of move out of the way.
Right? Yeah.
All right.
Is this could you make them ghost? They're not there's no overlaps. This is all position based, right?
Yeah, I don't know if that would actually do anything, but we can do that.
If there's no overlaps at
Oh.
all, it shouldn't matter because they should get filtered out.
I see.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead. We're gonna do the actual game programming now. So we have a bunch of images. Oh, got one more.
I like this title caption.
This is UFO cow ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Naturally.
I think that was the tiniest cow I could possibly draw.
You can tell it's cow, I think. Yeah, look. Well, it's got a little horn, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Those are its eyes. It's got big bulgy eyes. It's
Oh.
getting, abducted.
Okay. So the way we're going to make this work is we're going to have an array, basically, of all of our levels. All right. So let's go ahead and make a list. And I'm just going to drag these guys out, put them into our array. All right. Now we're just going to move these set background image things out of here. Now we're going to add another extension. This one's going to be the story extension. There it is. Yay. Okay. So for this story extension, what we're going to do is we're going to start a cutscene, and the simulator come back. And the idea is going to be basically that we're going to set the background. We're going to pause for some amount of time. Then we're going to say like, what did you see? And show a show player choices. All right. And when that happens, they have to select it. And then we remove it from the array of backgrounds and then go to the next one if they're right. So we're going to make another array real quick, which is going to be called red herrings. And this is going to be an array of arrays. And we're going to put in things that you could have possibly seen in this picture, things that are like thematically correct, but aren't actually in the picture. And we're going to make one more array, which is going to be answers, and this will just be a text array. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the answers first. So for the first one, we have a gnome. All right. For the second one, we have a red pail. For the third one, we have a cardinal. For the fourth one, we have a scarecrow. And for the fifth one, we have, what do you want to say for this, Joey?
Cow.
All right, we're being really mean. And we're saying a cow. All right, so what we're doing now is we need to come up with red herrings for each of these images. So the first one is a gnome in a forest. So what else is in a forest?
Butterfly.
Mushroom.
Ghost.
That's all the things. That's all the parse things.
All right, now for this next one, we're at a beach. So we want to say like a crab. Joey?
Oh, sandcastle.
There is a sandcastle
Wait.
in the picture.
Yeah.
Wait, there is?
Yeah.
I did. Oh, I missed it. Well, that's too bad then. Manta ray.
Sailboat.
Like it? Okay, next one is in, oh, it's another forest one. So we can do a squirrel.
Axe.
Dryad.
All right. Next is the pastoral setting with our scarecrow. So I'm going to put a cow.
Is there a tractor in there? No.
Kite.
A kite.
Mhm.
And the last one is the underwater UFO.
Can you open up that image real quick? Okay.
We're going to do a
Fish.
seahorse.
Oh, seahorse.
Yeah. Clownfish.
All right, you got to give me a more specific fish.
A squid.
Like it. Love squids.
Yeah. Good
All
creature.
right. Okay, so we're now going to loop over everything that we are in. So the idea is going to be that we're going to, I said we're going to do them in random order, but it's going to be easier just to do them in normal order. Something just fell over. It's fine. Okay, so we're going to just do a for of loop for our background images. And the cool thing is because we're going to be doing pauses, we can just do everything inside of this for of loop, which is nice. And we're going to, oh, I guess we should do an index. We're going to do the length -1. What do I call this? List. And what we're going to do is we're going to set our background image to be this background image. So we'll go there. We're going to go into our arrays and do a get value at right here. And we're just going to get the value at the index. We're going to pause for some amount of time. Do a pause for 5 seconds, maybe. And just so that we have a little, so that you can see what's happening, we're going to do a start countdown for 5 seconds. We're not actually going to use this countdown though. This is just going to be our timer. So we're going to put inside a on countdown end, because that'll make it so it doesn't do game over when the countdown ends. All right. You got to go find that gnome. There he is. Okay.
Richard, we have
All
one
right.
more background from Gideon.
All right. Let's go. Aw, it's like a picture being taken underwater.
Yeah,
Is that
the middle
pufferfish?
one a pufferfish?
I think so.
Nice.
I love pufferfish, as you may remember from the Animals with Jobs.
I love the clownfish. And also the shark. The shark has a really good expression.
Mm-hmm. Okay, pufferfish. And we need more red herrings. So a red herring.
Red herring. Uh-huh.
Submarine?
Got one, Shannon?
Sea turtle?
There you go. All right. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we are going to take our red herring list, and we're going to add. So I'm actually just going to let's see. Do we have an insert at, right? Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
So we're going to do our red herrings, and we're going to do an insert at for a random number. So we want to do from 0 to the length, I think.
Yeah.
Right, because you have more indices than you have things when you're inserting something. There we go. And we're going to insert the value, the answer. All right. And now that that has been inserted into our list, we're going to go ahead and get the show player choices. And we have 4 things, because we have 3 red herrings and 1 correct thing. And we're going to do just a get value at for our thing for all of our 4 indices. So 0, 1, 2, someone sneeze.
Yeah, my dad.
And 3. And we'll go ahead and put in a thing real quick, which is going to be like,
Guess who? Dun dun.
what did you see? All right. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to go into here. We're going to check to see if you got it right. So let's go ahead and do this last answer equals. We're going to do the answers get value at index. And one other thing we're going to do is we're going to make it so that we can't move our player during this. So we're going to make this 0, 0. And then we'll, re-enable it back there. And so if it equals that, then you're going to change the score by 1. And then at the end of this, we're going to do a game over win. Okay. See how it went. See. I think it was a gnome. Got
Are
it.
you still moving underneath there?
No, I couldn't move. I don't think so, at least. Oh, man. Wait, didn't I put in code for that?
Was it my spread or something? No.
Oh, I put it in the wrong place. There you go. All right. And
Yeah.
there we go. Look at that.
Nice,
Look at that
nice,
gnome.
yeah.
Hey,
does it go to 2
Same
pages?
position.
Actually,
Whale and the gnome are literally in the same position.
Yeah. You could flip the image.
That's true.
Oh, this guy's a little.
Yep. Oh, this is a hard one.
Yeah.
You can still see it. Okay, there's our scarecrow over there.
Nice.
Okay, now here's the hardest one, probably.
Mhm.
But you can also do this one as a what does not belong in this list.
Center.
Yeah.
Nice. New high score. Okay, we did it.
Yeah.
So I think we have officially completed this game. I'm just going to go into that one image. We're going to flip. But we're at time, so we did this one pretty well. This is going to be called Move Your Friends.
We have potentially, Lucas posted a link and it got filtered out, and I don't know if they're going to repost, but.
Okay.
Ah,
Wait, let's see. Oh, repost.
sorry, I'm just loading it up first.
All right, here goes. Bet you there's a cat in it. Ooh, there is a cat. Let's see, we have a
Evil
cat, we have a flamingo, we have someone under an umbrella, and we have a tiny boat.
Is that a lily pad or is it a landmass? It's got to be a landmass. Okay, I like it.
It was a lily pad, but I don't know. I thought it was like a person sort of with like a.
Oh, so a very tiny person
Yeah.
with like a cocktail umbrella as a hat.
I think this
But it
one's going to
could
be
beach.
a flamingo. Now we'll put in a blasphemous thing to start.
Dog.
A dog? Okay. Pyramid.
All right, Shannon?
Frog?
A dog and a frog.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. I have been Richard at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Joe at J Wonderl on the MakeCode forum.
And I'm Shannon at Cow on the MakeCode forum.
And we'll
and then
see you all tomorrow.
yes, we will post the share link.
Here it comes.